Maybe when you jump off the cliff of life, then you can live within your gift. Why? Because parachutes don't open when you're standing still. You've got to jump for your parachute to open. One of the things which everyone wants to be in life is they want to be a leader. That each and every one of us, we were born to be a leader. There's two things in life which everyone wants. Is number one, everyone wants leadership, but not everyone wants to be a leader. But number two, people want hope. So hope and leadership. But pure hope can actually come through being a good leader. And how is it? What skill set do you need to be able to be the best leader you ever can? And the one skill set you need is belief. Let me explain what I mean. That in the jungles of Africa every morning, a lion wakes up. And the sole purpose of the lion is to catch the slowest gazelle. And every morning in the jungles of Africa, a gazelle wakes up. And the sole purpose of a gazelle is to outrun the fastest lion. And I love this story so much because there's two very, very, very important messages that I'd like to share with you from this story. That number one, it doesn't matter if you're a lion, it doesn't matter if you're a gazelle, but when the sun comes up, you better start running. But the thing is, the lion and the gazelle are both running away in two from different things. That the gazelle is running away from its problems. The gazelle is running away from the lion. With the lion, he's running towards what he wants. He's running towards his goal. And every morning when the sun comes out, what are you doing? Are you running away from your problems, or are you chasing your dreams? I understand that we all have problems. Everyone has problems in life. But understand that life only plays out in one of three ways. Number one, you're either walking into a storm, either you're in a storm, or number three, you're walking out of a storm. And in your life right now, what's going on? Are you walking inside a storm? Are you full of problems right now? Have you just finished having a great deal of problems? Or is life great now? Because the truth is, you're going to be hitting problems very soon. That understand that Allah doesn't give the greatest problems to His strongest soldiers. Allah builds His greatest soldiers through life's greatest problems. And what about you right now? How are you waking up every morning? Do you know the key for being a leader, the key for being a lion, is how you wake up every morning. Are you running towards your goals, or are you running away from your problems? When most people wake up in the morning, do you know what most people think about? They think about their problems. And you think about your problems, and what are problems? Problems are events which happened in the past which are linked to an emotion. And what's an emotion? It's the way you feel when you think about that problem. So already when you wake up in the morning, you're already thinking in the past. So every morning when you wake up, all you're doing is you're thinking in the past. 80% of our thoughts every single day are the same as the days before. So each and every day we're living in the past. So if we keep on living in the past, then the brain is only a record of the past. So sooner or later, the familiar past becomes a predictable future. And then what do? We do the same things every single day. We wake up, we check our WhatsApp, we check our Instagram, we check our Facebook, we take a picture of our feet, we brush our teeth in the same way, we have our coffee in the same cup we'd like to have it in, we drive to work in the same way, we meet the same people, we have the same conversations, and then we come home, we have dinner and we go to sleep, and then we expect ourselves to change. How could anything change if our brains didn't have a chance to change? You see, because the truth is that everyone out there, they want to create a new life, a new personal reality. But your personal reality doesn't shape your personality. It's your personality which shapes your personal reality. So if you want to create a new life, you've got to create a new personality. And what is your personality about? Your personality is made up of three things. It's the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act. So if you want to create a new life, we've got to start from here. You've got to look at what you've been doing. Number one, the way you think. You've got to think about what you've been thinking about and change that. And number two, you've got to see what emotions are driving you and whether they're suitable for the future you. And if not, you need to change them. And the third thing is the way you act, your habits. What are your daily habits? That you need to see the habits you have every single day and see if they're serving you moving on. Your morning routine is the most important thing you can ever have. And if you want to create a new life, you've got to start by creating a new you. Number one. The second part of this story for me, which is so important, is why is the lion the king of the jungle? What makes such a small cat get respect from all of the other animals in the animal kingdom? What is it? You see, the lion isn't the tallest. The lion isn't the fastest. It's not the largest. It's not the smartest. But what is it? What is it that makes lion the king? That maybe what that means is for you to be a leader, you don't need to have any unique qualities in you. That maybe it's only about belief. And why is that? Because the lion's not as tall as the giraffe. The lion's not as large as the hippo. The lion's not even as strong as the elephant. He's not even as smart as the hyena. And he's not even as fast as the cheetah, but yet the lion is the king of the jungle. That when the lion comes to an elephant, even though the elephant is 20 times its size and 50 times its strength, why does the elephant respect such a small cat? One answer: belief. That when the lion comes to the elephant, the lion thinks of one thing only: food. And when the lion comes to the elephant only thinks of one thing: the elephant thinks it can be eaten. So it's the elephant's thinking which keeps it small. So it doesn't matter how many degrees you have, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter what your health is like, it doesn't matter what your parents did to you when you were a kid, it doesn't matter about anything. The one thing which will keep you small is your thinking. Your thinking will keep you small. So what I want you to do is I want you to understand that it doesn't matter what you are, where you came from, or what you do, that you can be the leader. You don't need to have any unique qualities to be a leader. You just need to find the real you. And when you can put those things together, then you become the best leader there ever was.